Construction of the pyramids in ancient Egypt, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, has fascinated people for centuries. While the exact methods remain partially shrouded in mystery due to the lack of detailed contemporary records, a combination of archaeological evidence, historical writings, and modern scientific research provides us with a plausible understanding of how the Egyptians built these monumental structures. Here's a summary of how the ancient Egyptians likely built the pyramids. Planning and design. Site selection. The pyramids were built on the west bank of the Nile, where the sun sets, symbolizing the land of the dead. The Giza Plateau was chosen for its solid bedrock foundation and proximity to the Nile for easy transportation of materials. Orientation. The pyramids were carefully aligned with the cardinal points: north, south, east, west. The Great Pyramid is almost perfectly aligned with true north. This was likely achieved using simple tools like the gnomon, a stick for casting shadows, and observing the stars. Blueprints and layout. Although no physical blueprints have survived, the Egyptians likely used grids and measurements based on their cubit system. 1 cubit equals about 52.4 centimeters or 20.6 inches. The layout included precise calculations to ensure stability and symmetry. 2. Quarrying and transporting materials. Stone types. The core of the pyramids was built using local limestone from the Giza Plateau. Higher quality limestone for the outer casing came from Tura, a quarry across the Nile. Granite, used for the inner chambers and sarcophagus, was transported from Aswan, over 800 kilometers away. Quarrying techniques. Workers used copper tools like chisels and saws, wooden wedges, and stone hammers to cut the limestone and granite. They would create a grid of channels in the rock, insert wooden wedges, and soak them in water to split the stone blocks. Transportation. Stones were likely transported using sleds, which were dragged over the ground. Recent evidence suggests that wetting the sand in front of the sleds reduced friction and made it easier to pull heavy loads. The Nile was also a vital transportation route. Stones were floated on large wooden boats during the flood season. Building the pyramid. Foundation. The area was leveled using water-filled trenches, with the surface carefully smoothed and prepared for the pyramid's base. Ramp systems. The most widely accepted theory is that ramps were used to move the stone blocks into position. Several types of ramps might have been used. Straight ramps, built against one side of the pyramid. This method would require an enormous amount of material and space. Zigzagging ramps, built up the pyramid's sides in a zigzag or switchback fashion, using less material but making turns more difficult. Spiral ramps, wrapped around the pyramid, reducing the ramp's footprint. Evidence for this type of ramp is less clear. Lever and pulley systems. Simple levers were likely used to lift and position the stones as the pyramid grew taller. There is little evidence of sophisticated pulley systems. Instead, brute force and simple machines were employed. Workforce. Labor force. Contrary to the myth of slave labor, evidence suggests that the pyramids were built by a workforce of skilled laborers and conscripted peasants. Archaeological finds indicate well-organized labor camps near the pyramids, with bakeries, breweries, and medical facilities. Organization. Workers were organized into teams or gangs of around 2,000 men, divided into smaller groups for specific tasks. The total workforce could range from 20,000 to 30,000 people. Finishing and casing stones. Casing stones. The pyramids were originally covered in smooth, white Tura limestone casing stones that shone brightly in the sun. These stones were precisely cut and placed to create a smooth, angled surface. Polishing and alignment. The outer casing was polished, and the edges were aligned to ensure the pyramid sides were straight. Over time, most casing stones were removed for other building projects, leaving the rough inner core exposed. Internal chambers and passages. Design features. The Great Pyramid has complex internal chambers, including the King's Chamber, Queen's Chamber, and Grand Gallery. These were carefully planned and constructed using large granite blocks. Air shafts. The pyramid contains narrow shafts that were long thought to be air vents but might have served religious or symbolic purposes, possibly aligned with certain stars. Relieving chambers. Above the King's Chamber, 5 relieving chambers distribute the weight of the stones above, preventing collapse. Completion and capstone. Pyramidion. Capstone. The pyramid was likely topped with a pyramidion, a small capstone, possibly covered in gold leaf to reflect the sun's rays. Final touches. After completing the main structure, the ramps were dismantled and the surrounding area was cleared. Theories and debate. Alternate theories. Various alternative theories about pyramid construction exist, including the use of giant cranes, water-based flotation methods, or advanced lost technologies. However, most lack concrete archaeological evidence. Ongoing research. New discoveries, such as the recently found papyri at Wadi al-Jarf, provide additional insights into the logistics of pyramid building. These documents describe the transportation of limestone and the organization of workers, supporting the traditional understanding of pyramid construction. Conclusion. The construction of the pyramids was a remarkable achievement of engineering, organization, and human effort. The ancient Egyptians demonstrated incredible ingenuity and skill in building these timeless monuments, which continue to inspire awe and curiosity today. While many details of their construction methods are still debated, the combination of archaeological evidence and modern research continues to shed light on how these iconic structures were built. Join us on this journey to the land of the pharaohs and uncover the secrets of ancient Egypt. Want more videos like this? Then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more exciting content about history, culture, and the mysteries of the past. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.